Second and 10 is the situation. All that was the sound and fury signifying nothing.
Aeneas Williams, number 3 draft pick out of Southern, has a brother named Achilles. Both names out of Greek mythology. His was Aeneas, name of a foot soldier in Greek mythology. Thought you'd be interested in that, Skip.
Thank you. Second and 10. Emmitt Smith has 5 of them. Has 10 of them. Has a first down. Aeneas Williams with a stop, but they move the chains and keep the clock clicking away with 5.5 minutes left.
Emmitt Smith can be a crowd quieter. You play linebacker, you try to stop him, particularly when you're getting holes and blocking like that. Stepnoski, Daryl Johnston again, the wide receiver Michael Irvin. And there were 4 good blocks there for Emmitt Smith.
19 carries, 143 yards for him. Cowboys come out with exactly 5 minutes left in the game. Novacek in motion. Emmitt Smith pops it again. 50, 40, 31-yard line. Zordich runs him out of bounds. What a night he is having.
Yeah, he is having a night, but again, Skip, there's a big hole there. In the NFL, you don't get too many holes like that, and Emmitt Smith has had a lot of them. Watch how it opens up. Stepnoski on the middle linebacker, Eric Hill. The other offensive linemen did their job. And I tell you, it's just been a beautiful job of blocking and then running by Emmitt Smith.
Now 20 carries, 179 yards after that 36-yard scamper.
Daryl Johnston, the lead back, again blocked his linebacker. And no one's even getting a shot at him until he gets 8-10 yards into the backfield.
They mark it at the 30-yard line. Stay with it. And he got close to 5 more yards, and now a flag goes down.
Yeah, it was. That's going to be on Robert Massey, number 40, I believe, who was trying to strip him of the ball. And
False play with 4:40 left in the game.
Kind of pounded him when he was on the ground.
Face mask. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
It's a 5-yard face mask.
It will be first down and short yardage.
Again, trying to make something happen. It was actually number 38, Michael Zordich, who got his left hand in there. Well, it wasn't certainly wasn't blatant, but nonetheless, it was a penalty.
14-9 is our score. Novacek in motion. Emmitt Smith to the 20. May have the first down.
Again, if you're Jimmy Johnston here, you just want to think about potentially really the 3 points, and again make it a 2 type of score situation for the Cardinals. And with 4:18, that's what his head coach is thinking about now. Get the 3 back on and force the Cardinals to score twice on them.
By the time Dallas comes out and snaps the ball, less than 4 minutes will remain in the game.
Don't take a sack. Don't throw an interception. Don't fumble it. Give your kicker a chance.
2nd and 1. Smith is hit behind the line. Mike Jones was there. Ron Sadler was there.
I think Greg Patterson was there too. They had a lot of guys there. There's Fritz Sherman, the defensive coordinator, who had about 8 guys close to the line of scrimmage there, and nobody stayed blocked very long. You see, again, the 4 or 5 white jerseys. That's what Fritz has coached for this team, and they have done a remarkable job with the 16 turnovers this year they've caused.
68,813, if I heard the PA man correctly, the 2nd largest crowd in Cardinal history, but a lot of them headed for home already, and that's surprising. This is far from over. 3rd and 3. Aikman is in trouble. He throws it away to avoid the sack.
That's okay. Again, just what you want to do, and maybe making sure that you get the chance for at least the 3 to put you up by the 2
But you know what?
scores.
They had a 1st and 1 after the face mask penalty and were unable to get the first down, and thus were unable to run the clock.
Well, you're right, and there's the shot by Ken Harvey, who's again one of those underrated players in the league that we have seen this year. But Willis 0 for 3 on the night. This one from 40.
41 to be precise. Let's watch it. He's got this one. Yes, sir. So it's an 8-point game again with 2:58 remaining. 41-yard field goal for Willis. 17-9 is our score. And now the Cardinals, well, their last drive they went 62 yards all through the air, and in all likelihood they'll be going through the air one more time here. Anthony Edwards and John Jackson are deep. And there's the kick. Edwards tries to get outside, cannot, and fails to reach the 20, and a flag flies. 68,814 is the paid attendance. It is the second largest crowd in their history.
And I think the significant thing, though, is what Joe Bugle said. Hey, as they're here cheering for us, rooting for the Phoenix Cardinals. But you have a lot of people here from other towns, Chicago, Minneapolis, whatever.
Illegal block in the back on return. Number 97 will penalize half the distance from the spot of the foul.
Jimmy
First
Jones
down.
caught for the illegal block, and so the Cardinals will start deep in their own territory.
Tom Tupa had a pretty good evening, 8 of 30, 184 yards. But what he needs to do here, 247, remember, the 2 scores, and one of them has to be a touchdown. He's going to get one more series after this. Get the ball to a wide receiver on the move.
Flagler is the running back. Tupa runs over there and is knocked down at about the 9, and another flag flies. Boy, the penalties in this game have been a joke. Jeff Coder's had a big night. Made the stop.
Say there's one situation where they missed Tim Rosenbaugh, their starting quarterback, who's out for the whole year. He rushed for 470 yards a year ago, did Tim Rosenbaugh. And on plays like that, he could scamper out of there and pick up a first down. You know, 470 yards, that's a lot of first downs. That's a lot of situations where you keep drives alive. Tupa's a different type of quarterback.
Use of the hands by the defense. Hands to the face. Number 24. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Larry Brown was the man penalized. A 5-yard penalty and a first down. 2:39 left in the game. They've got to get it in and get it in again in 2:39. Tupa to throw, has time, has a man, complete, not a bounds. Ricky Prohl out at the 21-yard line, still short of the first down. 2:34 left in the game.
And with 2 timeouts remaining for them as well, but they have a long way to go. They've been very methodical all night offensively, but there's still an opportunity here. They say Tom Tupa, or the coaches believe, is a very good long ball thrower.
He has time. He throws a short ball. Flagler with it, complete. And it's enough for a first down out near the 29-yard line, but the clock continues to roll, and we near the 2-minute warning. Cardinals want to go in a hurry. Dallas taking as much time as they can, and the clock stops with 2:19 left.
Tupa has had some experience bringing from his team from behind and against these Cowboys. It was 2 years ago he did that very thing and beat him, I believe it was 24-20.
He throws, sideline pattern complete to Pro, breaks a tackle, and is knocked down at the 45-yard line by James Washington.
Good effort.
We reached the 2-minute warning.
Good effort by Ricky Prohl, but he really should have gotten out of bounds. He thought he had a chance to make it a big play inside. Isaac Holt, number 30, has been a gambling defensive back for as long as he's been in the league. Goes high. Prohl goes right underneath it. Remember the shot that Prohl took just a few plays ago? Then he comes back and makes
Emmitt Smith of the Cowboys.
Hard to argue that one. It's a unique style. Makes a lot of people miss. Strong runner, man. And again, I think he surprised everybody with the speed.
Cardinals, by the way, have just 2 timeouts remaining. They took one early in the half. That could hurt them before this thing is over. Tupa rolls left, has pressure. Drops it off to Flagler at the 45, at the 50, makes a good move and spins down to the 42-yard line. Tony Tolbert finally caught up with him. He's had a fine game, too.
Yeah, Tony,
a minute 45 left.
Yeah, you're right. Tony Tolbert chasing plays down from behind, rushing the passer. He has had a remarkable evening, quite honestly.
320 yards for Phoenix, but they haven't been able to get the ball in the end zone. Tupa to throw again. Short one again. Flagler again. Hit again. 38-yard line. The clock ticks with 1:25.
Again, they're thinking field goal and touchdown. Clearly, you want to get the touchdown first to give your field goal kicker a shot at a long one. But every time the Cardinals have gotten down here, Jim Jeffcoat in particular has played well for the Dallas defense.
An illegal procedure call against Phoenix makes things that much tougher. 1:25, as you see, remaining
Illegal
in the game, and they trail by 8.
Got it up then on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. First down.
So we repeat the down. It'll be first down one more time, but they have to score twice. And Joe Bugle, you can see the frustration on his face.
Joe Bugle was saying his 84-year-old father back in Pittsburgh watching this thing with his hat on, baseball hat on, watching this thing is frustrated as well. Screaming the whole game, he said.
Tupa runs out of time. Has it knocked away. Good defensive play.
Robert Williams.
The clock stops with 1:18 remaining. It's 2nd and 15 from the 47.
You know, Tupa has had some success. 3 passes this year of over 50 yards.
Can I ask you a question, though? Isn't it time for them to throw the ball into the end zone? They've got to score twice.
Right.
They've got a 2nd and 15. They've got less than 2 minutes left.
I don't know about in the end zone, but certainly downfield. I always say get the ball into a wide receiver who's on the move, not a hook route, but on the move that can run away from people.
Instead, it's right down the middle to the H-back Jordan, and he gains short yardage, and that keeps the clock ticking away. They have 2 timeouts. There'll be about a minute left when they snap the football.
You know, it's easy to say that, too, but if you look at the Dallas Cowboy defense, they have 3 guys lined up, you know, deep, 15, 20 yards down the field, so it's tough to throw it over them.
Tupa to throw again. Into the flag, comes to Flagler. He gets out of bounds at the chain.
Oh, he's going to be short of the first down, though. Man. Boy. You know, so now you gotta run the ball probably to pick up the first down and waste an awful lot of time on the clock.
49 seconds remaining there now. It takes 2 scores.
Maybe you kick the field goal here.
And then onside kick.
Yeah,
for the best.
Yeah. You need the 2 scores anyway. Why not go for the field goal attempt here?
4th down and a yard.
Just be, what, 47 yards or so. I think that's 57, I'm sorry.
Tupa on 4th down will throw, and it bounces off the helmet of a Cowboy. And the ball will turn. That was Larry Brown. He's a little embarrassed here, but the ball goes over, and the game is, for all intents and purposes, over.
You know, he's just driving. He sees the play. He's looking at the receiver the whole way. I have actually seen balls get stuck in a guy's face mask once like that. Boom. Wow. Yeah, heck of a soccer player.
So these 2 teams will be 2-2 when the night's work is done. And next week, New England is at Phoenix, and the Giants are at Dallas.
You know, Dallas wins the game, but it's not one of those games Jimmy Johnston can feel real good about. His defense played pretty well, but his offense after those first 2 drives just didn't do much.
What are you going to do on the Stadium Show postgame tonight? Do you have anything special planned?
Well, actually, they're going to be got an interview with Bo Jackson's doctor.
Oh, that's right.
Which is kind of an interesting interview. I've seen pieces of it. He says some new information, as far as I'm concerned, about what Bo may well do.
And here's some other updates. We'll have some interviews for you. The Snake and Ernie Johnson Jr. are ready with all the highlights.
Well, Jimmy Johnston said this was going to be a playoff team. He said he'd be very disappointed if his team didn't get to the playoffs. They go to 2-2, but indeed he still has some riddles to get solved.
And we play out the string here. Phoenix doesn't bother with their timeouts. It would do no good anyway. Pretty good defensive effort by Dallas, though their offense outside of Emmitt Smith sort of sputtered, but they won the game, and that's all anybody will remember when the season is over. It is now final 17-9. Dallas wins the game. 17-9, the final score. Jimmy Johnston and his team beat Joe Bugle and his. And we'll be back for a closing word from Phoenix right after this.
Drainage. If I'm